Hello folks, it's me Angus. It's been a crazy weeks and the name GameStop is everywhere from traditional media to social media to YouTube. So what's the hype? Basically, it's the battle between the retailers and the institution, specifically hedge funds that do shorting on GameStop, which include Melvin Capital and Citron Research. This is insane and extraordinary. By the way, I think GameStop should change its tagline or slogan to the power of Wall Street bets. Let's get back to our main topic today, GameStop. But before that, please do hit the like and subscribe button. Your support does mean a lot to me. So, does GameStop really has the fundamental? Let's hear what the so-called expert says in CNBC.
Well, as I said, this stock is completely disconnected from the fundamentals, and I'm a fundamental analyst. I'm not a technical analyst. I'm not a momentum analyst. Look, the company's fundamentals are heading in the opposite direction of the stock price. This is very much being driven by retail investors, individual investors, many of them trading on Robinhood, many of them trading options.
Okay. Enough of his bullshit. Personally, I don't really agree to him. I still adore the fact that GameStop has the fundamental as pointed out by the GameStop Due Diligence. So, who is or are the GameStop Due Diligence? They're just a bunch of OG long investors in GameStop as stated in the GMEDD.com, and they provide their research and thoughts for free and publicly available on GMEDD.com. The main contributors include Alzmann, AlphaHound, and Joe Fonicello. You can get their Twitters and follow them. Get the latest news on GameStop. Okay. So in their research, they claim that GameStop is still remain undervalued and the target price is to be $169 in the bull case. Well, we know it's priced at $335 now as of end of January, but this report is still remarkably the one of its kind in the market back in January, the early January. They have analyzed three scenarios, which include the bear case, base case, as well as the bull case. You can pause to read the analysis or get the full report at gmedd.com or from the link in the description. I'll be included it there. In general, the analysis is on point to me, especially on the short squeezing part. Next, the other crucial and impactful iconic investors that keen on GameStop fundamental is not others but the DeepFuckingValue on Reddit, also known as Roaring Kitty at YouTube. Oops. So he had a full in-depth fundamental analysis of the GameStop stock and the existing market flow, which he thinks GameStop has the strong fundamental and it should be priced higher. This video is 56 minutes long. I will highly recommend you to watch it. Seriously, you'll gain a lot of insight. Unlike those so-called Wall Street elite that says crap. Gosh. Next. So now we roughly know that GameStop has at least some fundamental. And we are part of the war between the retailers and the institution. But we need commanders. How do we know when and what is the next action? The key opinion leaders will be the key here. So who are they? Of course, yes, it's DeepFuckingValue. I'm not going to mention his full name, but yeah. He's the guy who started analyzing GameStop for some years. Yes, some years. not months, but years. Ever since 2019, based on his posting on Reddit under the flare of YOLO, remember the fundamental analysis video I mentioned earlier? Let's see his portfolio from that point onwards, okay? You can pause and look at his portfolio clearly, but now I'll be just going through them roughly. So this is the end of July 2020, August 2020, September 2020, October 2020, November 2020, and at the end of December, and finally the month end of January 2021. Gosh, looking at the greens, that numbers are just spectacular to look at. I have made an Excel sheet to show you his gain from his posts on Reddit. Okay, so let's let's look at his position of GME stock at July 2020 at $4, 10,000 unit. It worth 40 grand. At the end of January 2021, it worth 3.25 million. Come on, he still hold until now at this point. Guess what? If he hold and sell at one of the peak price, which is $480, it simply made him $4.8 million. Come on, man. Just for 40 grand, become 4.8 million. Besides that, in January 2021, he has topped up another 40,000 unit. Let's assume he bought an additional 40,000 stock at $15. And at the end of January, priced at $325, he has a profit of 13 million. Come on, a 2066% profit for that 40,000 stock. Gosh, I can't imagine that figure in my life. For GME stock alone, has made him $16 million. This does not include the option he bought, which made him at least $30 million. Okay, enough of deep fucking value. I'll talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk has tweeted GameStop with an attachment of Wall Street Bets subreddit links. Okay, and on January 29, he tweeted at 4 a.m. guys. You can see how much he hit short seller. You can't sell houses you don't own. You can't sell cars you don't own. But you can sell stocks you don't own. What the hell? This is short selling. A scam. A scam. And next, here come the shorty apologies. Give them no respect, get shorty. Okay, well, these tweets will link to the Citron Research CIO that they have made 100% loss on GameStop short, and that will be another video on that. Next, the KOL Chamath, the CEO of Social Capital. Everything begins with a single tweet where he tweeted that if someone is able to convince him on something, he would throw a few hundred grand for it. And he bought GameStop call options targeted at $115. Guess what? He sold all the options on January 28 and donated all his profit to charity, which is 500 grand. Can you believe that? From a Twitter meme to a $500 $500 grand. Okay, 500 grand already. Okay, you got me. Okay, next. Ryan Cohen, who is a board member of GameStop with about 10% stake of GameStop. 10% is a lot, boys. Besides, this name is being mentioned in the equity research report by the Due Diligence Board. In DeepFuckingValue live stream, he did mention Ryan's name and he has his respect on Ryan. Let's hear about it.
Yep, Zoostronics, that's right. Ryan Cohen knows how to make a customer passionate about brand. That's what I mean. The brand GameStop has a brand, and I know everyone's like not everyone, many people are critiquing the brand for good reason. I'm not saying that that's a wrong thing to do, but the understanding that a brand can evolve, and that if anybody, Ryan Cohen certainly understands the importance of that.
You see, Ryan Cohen definitely has a place in this war. Next. Oh,
Yep.
Next. Alexandria, also known as AOC. Unlike others, she fights for the retailers' right being in the free market. And she's the only politician in my list here. Lastly, the official Wall Street Bets mod. Yes, you can follow him on Twitter now. So here comes the question again. How do we keep track of the latest movement? And when do we sell? Well, there's no perfect answer. So we have to keep ourselves updated at all time. As there are plenty tweets on GameStop, we can follow the key opinion leaders I mentioned earlier on Twitter. Besides looking into tsunami of tweets, Reddit posts on the subreddit Wall Street Bets, Twitter is the perfect place. So these are the Twitter user ID of these people I mentioned just now. Follow them, get updated with the news, get rich, okay? Next, besides those leaders and those iconic people, you still can follow the stock movement news around it by using the stock symbol in Twitter with the $GME or following the hashtags GameStop, GameStop, or Wall Street Bets. This definitely is sufficient. Last but not least, use TweetDeck, which is the advanced version of normal Twitter by the Twitter themselves. What I mean, this is the advanced version tools made by Twitter. Okay, it's not some random platform, so you definitely must use it. You must use it. What am I talking about? So here comes the end of the video. Thanks for watching it. If you want to know how to optimize the usage of TweetDeck for stock tracking, remember subscribe. I'll make a video on it. So ciao.